What is good, guys? It's John. So, is a multi-effect guitar pedal right for you? Hey, I don't know. I'm just some guy on the other side of your screen here. But what I will do for you is I'll give you 5 reasons why a multi-effect guitar pedal may just be the best thing for you. Let's take a look. Okay, so the first reason why you may want to consider using a multi-effect guitar pedal is that they're just really easy. They make life a lot easier than having to transport amps and pedals and all the cables that it needs to hook everything up. Personally, I've been using the Line 6 Pod HD 500X for pretty much everything that I do, and I gotta say, it definitely makes life easy. All I have to do is show up at the venue with the 500X, my guitar in a gig bag, and I just throw a couple cables in the pocket of the gig bag, and that's it. I just throw the 500X on the floor. Typically the venue provides all the cabling that I need, like the XLRs that go to the house, and then my audio signal is just played through the speakers in the venue, and it works great that way. Okay, reason number 2 why you may want to consider using a multi-effect guitar pedal is if you're really particular about your guitar tones. So a lot of times when I'm using like a real guitar pedal, I feel really limited because there's only so many knobs. A lot of times when I'm playing live, I'm using my foot to actually adjust the knobs of the different pedals as I'm playing. I mean, sometimes I feel like I need to buy like 5 of the same pedal and just have each of them with like a slightly different setting, just so that when I'm playing live, I have all those options. Now, there are quite a few pedals that allow you to save presets in them. A lot of Strymon pedals and a lot of the bigger Boss pedals, as well as others, have that feature where you can save presets and draw them up on the fly. The downside is it can get pretty pricey. When you're buying your reverb unit, delay, drive, maybe even like a modulation unit, that can really add up quick. Whereas the price of like one Strymon pedal, you can get a 500X that has like everything that you need already in it. So what I like about the 500X is I can create all these different presets with slightly different settings. So whether it's going from one song to the next, or even different sections of the same song, like a verse to a chorus, I can have a specific preset. So for my verse preset, I might have a lot of delay, but I'm also using maybe like a Fender like Deluxe Reverb amp simulator on that. And then when it goes to the chorus, not only does my delay turn down, but maybe I switch it to like a Marshall JCM 800 kind of tone and get a lot of dirt with it. And then the bridge might use something different. So the presets like give a ton of like customizability. Now this brings us to my third reason why you might want to use a multi-effect pedal, and that is the amount of banks that you can store presets into. Now this is going to vary from pedal to pedal and like manufacturer to manufacturer. Now on my 500X, they have 8 set lists. Now each set list contains 16 banks, and then each bank contains 4 presets. Now, typically what I do is I run my 500X in what's called preset mode. And so what I'll do is I'll assign each song that I play a specific bank. And then within that bank, I have the 4 presets. And so I'll typically assign those presets to the different sections of the song. So, typically it ends up being like verse is one preset, chorus is another preset. If the bridge is pretty unique, that can be a preset. And so I can dial in each of those presets really specific to how the song is. Then what I can do is I can arrange all those banks in whatever order I need to. So, whatever the set list is for the night, I can then go in and I can just arrange all the songs so they're in order, and it makes it really easy to just switch right through all the songs. All the presets are right there for me. Super easy. Line 6 also has a software editor that's like free to download for your computer, and it makes it really easy because it's a very visual kind of program, very visual interface, and on there it's really easy to then see all of your set lists. You can drag songs, you can copy them, you can move them in whatever order you need to, and then you can bounce them onto the actual 500X and it'll be saved on there. Really handy. Okay, reason number 4. Tons of options. So in this video, I've been talking a lot about different effects and amps, but on my 500X, I even had the option to choose different cabinets. I can choose different microphones. They even have like emulators for like, various condenser and dynamic microphones. So I have a lot of options for exactly how my tone is gonna sound. I can even run 2 amps and have their outputs go stereo. So for me, when I do run real amps, I typically like to run a Vox AC30 and a Roland Jazz Chorus in stereo. So my 500X, I can get pretty close with replicating how those tones sound just using the pedal. So I don't have to bring amps with me. I can just bring just the pedal and get my tone out of it. And there's quite a few options for like outputs. So I can run my 500X off XLR cables. I can do 1/4-inch cables. It even has like a USB port, so I can plug it into my computer. I can pull up a DAW and just pull the audio through the USB cable into the DAW, which is really nice for recording. Not to mention, it's pretty nice having a headphone jack on the back, so I can just like be jamming out in silence and have all the same tones, all the same amps that I do when I'm playing live. They're still there in the pedal, and I'm just simply hearing them through the headphones. It's like really nice. It's just so consistent to be able to use the same rig in just every situation that I'm in, whether it's practicing on my own or playing live or jamming with people, whatever. You know, I can just use the same rig. It's really nice. All right, guys, we made it to number 5. The 5th and final reason why you may want to consider a multi-effect guitar pedal is its ability to integrate. Now, some of you watching this video might be a little heated, might be a little tense. You know, you don't want to give up using your real amps or your pedals. You know, all this multi-effect stuff is kind of like, it feels like it's kind of threatening or something. But you can use a multi-effect pedal with real amps. You can use it with real pedals. You can integrate it into a rig where you're using it just as like a supplement to just add more options. So you don't have to go and like sell off all of your tube amps or sell all your real pedals. You can find ways to work them in. I mean, my 500X even has an effects loop on it. So, I mean, that gives more options for running other pedals through it. Also, a lot of these multi-effect pedals have MIDI capabilities. And something that I've been kind of toying around with, and maybe I'll do a video on in the future, is using a DAW in a live set to actually change the presets. So as the song goes on, as it switches from verse to chorus, the computer sends a signal to the 500X telling it to change to the next preset. And so that way I don't even need to like click any buttons or anything. It's just kind of all automated. Not sure if I'm totally there personally with wanting a computer to run all of my preset changes. I kind of do enjoy like manually doing all those changes myself, but I think just for like you know, the nerd sake of it, I would like to at least just try it and just see what it's like. Okay guys, we made it. That's 5 reasons why a multi-effect pedal might be the greatest thing since sliced bread for you. My hope would be that this video gave you some things to think about, gave you some new insights, and ultimately will help you to make a decision whether to make the plunge into a multi-effect pedal, or you know what, you might just say, hey, I'm good with my current rig. Either way, thanks so much for watching this video. Hit that like button if you found it helpful. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and until next time, see you later.